Today is Thursday, June 25th, 2026, and this is the Contested Logistics Analytic Watch. I'm Claw 6. 30 years in the logistics trenches teaches you that a weapon system is only as lethal as the network that feeds it. Today, we break down a massive tactical breakthrough in the Philippines and the profound enterprise shift from localized logistics sovereignty straight into the era of logistics governance. The future fight will not just test trucks, ships, or data algorithms. It will test whether the joint force can actually govern and coordinate sustainment across allies, private industry, and fractured, uncrewed systems under fire. Section 1. The Global Pulse. Look at Casiguran Sound in the Philippines. During the operational climax of Exercise Salaknib 2026, soldiers from the 125th Intelligence and Electronic Warfare Battalion, 25th Infantry Division, successfully weaponized an autonomous maritime armada. They deployed a swarm of Havoc AI Rampage autonomous surface vessels to establish a dynamic 6-mile security screen ahead of an Army logistics support vessel. These solar-powered drone boats escorted the cargo ship across a brutal 260-mile littoral corridor, guarding a heavy payload of Philippine Army armored personnel carriers and troops. The boats navigated completely on their own, using onboard sensors and local mesh networks to find, fix, and target anomalies. By transmitting threat telemetry straight to the shore in near real time, they compressed the commander's decision-making cycle from hours down to mere seconds. This is the future of littoral logistics. Rather than risking high-signature $100 million manned hulls to protect vulnerable choke points, we are using cheap, expendable, $100,000 autonomous fleets to handle the escort fight. Section 2. The Coalition Web. This requirement for extreme operational focus matches a broader strategic consolidation across our primary Pacific Theater networks. This alignment matches Washington's shifting footprint in Europe. Europe must lead its own conventional defense, allowing the U.S. to preserve and shift its sustainment architecture to the Pacific axis. On the eastern flank, Lithuania's newly signed coalition agreement has responded by prioritizing an uninterrupted, long-term U.S. armored presence as their cornerstone deterrent. To back this, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte announced that the alliance will unveil tens of billions of dollars in new defense contracts at the July summit, proving that industrial capacity is now frontline deterrence infrastructure. Section 3. Market Trends. The acquisition channels are shifting away from hardware endpoints and funding software layers and commercial integration. This week, the Army officially placed a $99 million bet on frontline Sustainment AI, awarding a 5-year production contract to logistics software startup Rune for its Tyro-S platform. The Edge-first software is engineered to map out fractured supply routes and automate predictive parts allocation while the primary network is under cyber attack. Simultaneously, the 413th Contracting Support Brigade and the 8th Theater Sustainment Command issued a major commercial solicitation for the Pacific Infrastructure and Distribution Demonstration. The mandate requires a selected contractor to integrate Army materiel tracking directly into a commercial logistics network spanning 3 domestic and 5 offshore nodes, anchored by a primary logistics hub at the port of Brisbane, Australia. We are learning to govern commercial networks as tactical terrain. Section 4. Policy and the Tool Belt. This structural shift now has formal legislative teeth. The FY26 NDAA has officially created a new governance structure for contested logistics, forcing enterprise-level management directly into global campaigning and joint exercises. This policy push is backed by a total reframing of prepositioned war reserve materiel. Driven by DLA's campaign of learning, prepositioned stocks and tactical energy storage are no longer treated as static emergency warehouses. They are active operational buffers designed to isolate forward maneuver forces from global supply disruptions. Core reality check. In the legacy world, we treated logistics as an administrative spreadsheet that documented what we had stored in a secure rear area. In the 2026 world, logistics is a fluid maneuver force fighting for choke point sovereignty under active denial. If your sustainment plan relies on peacetime regulatory timelines, separate service data systems, or lacks autonomous littoral escorts, you are building a target, not a pipeline. The winner will be the commander who can seamlessly govern and prioritize logistics across a contested coalition system. At the edge, access isn't guaranteed. It must be taken. Get out of the shadows, spread the word, like and subscribe. This is Claw 6, signing off.